More Manchester City. Alexander Zinchenko reportedly wants to spend more time playing in midfield, or maybe just playing it all. So he's being linked with a move away. Arsenal, West Ham, and Everton have all been mentioned, Jules.
Yeah, he will find a club, Gab. He's a good player to start with. He's got a good attitude. He's got a pep schooling as well. So no problem. I think if they don't want too much money, he would go.
Atletico Madrid are linked with a move for Axel Witsel. Jules, he's 33. Somehow this doesn't quite excite me.
No, me neither. It was Marseille or Atletico Madrid. Marseille were really keen to get his experience to replace Boubacar Kamara. He wanted to go to Atletico more than to Marseille. Maybe I can understand.
Wait, he's not really a marine guy. He doesn't own a boat. Like what?
I don't know. I don't know why. Because I thought he would fit well in that Marseille dressing room. They're also in the Champions League. Okay, it's not Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid's in the Champions League too.
But but at least he could have said, yeah. And now, I don't know, for what we saw when he came back from injury with Dortmund last season, he could not run much. He certainly could not turn, which he was not very good at before either. Even if you're Atletico, I question the deal, I have to say. I don't understand
why. Do you need another defensive midfielder?
Yeah, even on a free. I'm not really sure where this is all coming from, but I'm like you. I'm really surprised. Angel Di Maria is very close to agreeing a one-year deal with Juventus. Does this one excite you?
It excites me more because it's a one-year deal. Now, that said, I can also see Fidel going to Turin, basically half-assing it for 6 months, so he's fit for the World Cup, and then maybe doing something after that. I genuinely don't know. I like the fact that it's a one-year deal so that then he's off the books.
He plays on the right-hand side, where Chiesa plays. So
yeah, but remember,
move one on the left.
Remember, he played as number 10 for Manchester United in some games, right? True. Remember people say Di Maria was like Robin? Come on.
I know.
Whatever.
I know. After Gravenberch, Mazraoui and now Sadio Mane, Bayern are supposedly pursuing Leipzig, Konrad, Laimer, Cab. Julian Nagelsmann is determined to troll his old club. So Upamecano, Sabitzer, Laimer now.
I think Laimer is a really, really good player.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go and beat this drum, because ultimately, German football fans seem to be happy because their stadiums are always full. But this is a serious issue when you just pick apart everybody else. There's no other league in the world where this happens to this degree. This is frankly, what is Nkunku next? No, seriously, why not? Why not pick up Nkunku? It feels like the only reason that they don't get Nkunku is that, they have Musiala and Muller. But you know what? They don't work out. Let's get Nkunku. Come on,
Muller's getting old, so...
Centre back Nayef Aguerd is on his way to West Ham. Jules, he was really important at Rennes last year.
Really, one of the best centre-backs in Ligue 1 last season. No doubt. I really applaud this deal from West Ham because I think he's going to be great. He's tall and he's quick and he's left-footed as well, which... I think, as we said often on the show, it's a rare breed, a left-footed centre-back, but he's a really good kid. And I think this one, for me, he just cannot go wrong for West Ham. So really well done.
And I bet he's looking forward to teaming up with avenging Angelo Ogbonna, right?
Of course. Or Dawson, or Zuma, or I don't know who else, but... yeah, I think really good piece of business for West Ham.
But especially Angelo.
Especially Angelo.
Angelo of the morning.
Atalanta have taken up their option to buy Merih Demiral from Juventus. He's 24 and he's costing around 20 million euros. That's a good deal, Gab, right?
I think so. I think he had a poor season last year. He was obviously at Atalanta on loan. But, players don't become bad all of a sudden. He was good at Sassuolo. I think he was good at Juve. He obviously was terrible at the Euros when I got all excited about... go ahead. You can make fun of me. I said Demiral and Soyuncu could be better as a partnership than Bonucci and Chiellini. Obviously, we saw how that worked out. Yeah. But let's not write players off after one bad season, especially when they've had good seasons before. So I think this is a very solid pickup.
I agree with you.
Chelsea looking for reinforcements down the right flank. Is Lonza's Jonathan Klaus the answer? Jules...
I want that to happen just to see the song that Chelsea fans are going to create.
It's going to be festive.
Santa Claus. Yeah, very festive, of course. This works. It works.
He's a bit older, isn't he? What is he, 28, 29?
29, yeah. He's got 1 year left on his contract, so he would be cheap. But he's...
Well, you need a body to back up Reece James.
And that is if you're still playing with wing-backs, as we mentioned earlier on the show. So, I don't know. I like him. It's a great story coming out of nowhere. Never... really late bloomer, having to play in the lower leagues. I would love the story.
I was working in the workshop before that with the Elves.
You're working hard. I'm just not sure if he's good enough for Chelsea right now and for Tuchel. So I'm a bit skeptical about.
I think it could also probably be a problem Well, maybe not this year with the World Cup because obviously they're going to be on hold in November. But in most normal years, you would imagine November right up until it's going to be busy. All right,
my God.
I'll stop.
The Luka Jovic era at the Bernabeu could be ending soon, Gab. He's reported close to a loan deal with Fiorentina.
Yeah, obviously Vlahovic moved on. They didn't quite get what they wanted from Cabral. I don't think Cabral was that bad.
Yeah, me neither.
I think you have Jovic being shopped around everywhere. What I think is more interesting than Luka Jovic, right? He's had 2 bad seasons, didn't play very much. He can relaunch his career somewhere else. I'm not sure it's going to be at Fiorentina. This, to me, signals that Real Madrid are going to move for a center forward, right? Because if you move, I mean, you did it with smoke and mirrors 1 year, but Mbappe, and obviously they thought Mbappe was coming. He's not coming. Benzema needs somebody other than Mariano Diaz who can actually take serious minutes from him because he's going to want to be fresh for the World Cup. I just don't know who it's going to be.
Me neither.
And I'm fascinated because there's been very little movement, very little rumors.
Borja Mayoral?
Maybe. Yeah, Morata. Okay, fine. But I kind of want something a little more exciting than.
Yeah, I hope so.
But we've said this before. Morata would not be a bad signing at all.
Completely. I agree with you completely.
Now, until very recently, I was told Renato Sanches was on his way to Milan.
Yes.
Where he could meet up with his old teammate, or his current teammate, Sven Botman. This is the final Botman mention of the show. But then Luis Campos pops up at Paris Saint-Germain, and suddenly I'm not so sure. Jules, they just got Vitinha. We don't have enough Portuguese guys here?
Well, the beginning of the story is that apparently Milan don't want to pay the 30 million euros anymore. Well,
of course, Milan want to drive a hard bargain.
Yeah, because that's the price that Lille have for Renato Sanches. I think they want more to pay around 20 million, which is what Lille paid for Sanches from Bayern Munich 3 years ago. And PSG saying, you don't take him for 30? We will take him for 30. I mean, so he will come at the bottom of the long list of midfielders, as we mentioned before, that PSG have. I'm not really sure. It sounds to me that it's maybe some sort of, stories out there to put pressure on Milan and Maldini to say, okay, we're going to...
Right. And I think the other element in this is that Paolo Maldini, who's obviously the head of football at Milan, and Enrique Massara, who's the sporting director, their contracts expire on June 30th. Right. They have not extended them yet. Supposedly they met with the new owners and they said, no, everything's fine, but it'll be announced next couple of days. I don't see any movement on this until those guys put pen to paper. And I think they will put pen to paper, which is good news for Milan.
Yeah, but mine is probably similar with the Newcastle links and all of that as well. Mario Gotze is back in the Bundesliga. He's reportedly agreed a move to return from PSV Eindhoven for around 4 million euros to Eintracht Frankfurt.
That's
right.
First of all, the shock news that find out that Mario Götze is 30 years old. For you young'uns out there, this is the man who scored the winning goal in the 2014 World Cup. And it felt to me like he'd been around a long time.
Which he has.
He was once the German Messi, if you remember.
Yeah.
He did well in Holland. He's turned it around. He wants to go home. I think this is great. The one thing is, he did sign like a big multi-year contract not that long ago. Mm-hmm. 4 million euros, I think, is a good deal.
It's a good deal
for Frankfurt. He'll put, he'll attract attention and so on.
Yeah, playing the Champions League with them.
It's Champions League football. Why not?
That's good.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.